waiting in the wings. We'll be right back to Des Moines, Iowa. Stay with us. These are the really big bombers. You've got a 19-year-old out of Kearns, Utah, born in Long Beach, California, by the name of Samson Puwa, and his opponent only 18 years old. Worcester, Massachusetts is what he calls home, and his name is Bobby Harris Jr. 45-8 his record. The super heavies, and the crowd has waited with great anticipation for this one. Our third man in the ring, Frank Kelly, the referee.
Kelly's going to have his hands full. This is a matchup that involves boxers from different backgrounds, boxers with different styles, and boxers with different body composition. However, both of them are super heavyweights. Puwa at 220 and Harris at 205.
There will be no mistaking which style belongs to which boxer after you watch it for 30 seconds. Puwa, just a bulk of humanity, a plotter, the aggressor. Harris, the skilled boxer, moves around the ring on the toes, does some dancing.
Puwa will try to put Harris on the run if he can, and he'll land any punch that he thinks he can. Meanwhile, Harris will stay with that left jab, will continue to circle. May be effective, but then again, if he circles in the wrong direction, Puwa will tag him.
And the amazing thing about Samson is he's only been around here as a boxer, what, since age 15, about 4 years now?
He's only got 22 bouts to his credit.
120 of them. He and Bobby Harris actually are friends. They have never boxed each other, but they are friends and respect each other. And this is always interesting when you put a couple of buddies in the ring against each other.
I think they have a very deep respect for each other, and they seem to be different in so many ways, but they have that common mutual respect that binds them together in the sport of boxing.
Does friendship sometimes lessen the intensity of the bout, Van, or does it oftentimes increase the intensity?
I don't think there's such a thing as friendship in between the bells and in between the rings.
Oh, Samson hit him with a good left.
He's going to get him over there in the corner. That is not where Harris needs to be. He cannot jab. He cannot move in that corner, and he cannot stand there and let Puwa slug at him like that without going down.
Puwa got him trapped in there and landed some good ones, and then a long right hand caught Bobby Harris on the way out. But Samson Puwa taking early control of this bout as we thought that he might.
That's about the third or the fourth time that Harris, good right hand by Puwa. He's going to apply the pressure now, Sam.
50 seconds to go in the round, and we may not get to the end of it the way Samson Puwa is loading up here and delivering on Bobby Harris Jr. Another right hand. Aaron, sorry?
I was just going to say Harris has really felt the effect of those blows. He's felt it thus far here in round one.
You got two real good kids, and that's not to suggest that anybody else in this competition has not been a good kid. Bobby Harris is a young man who has lost his mother at age 12 and promised her before she passed away that he would dedicate himself to a productive life. You just got to feel for him every step of the way, whatever he does.
What a nice young man Harris is. They both are. Harris, though, however, works at the Ionic Avenue Boys and Girls Club. Oh!
Before the end of round one, Puwa just landing left and rights.
Puwa was very effective in initiating the activity. In fact, cutting the ring off and putting Harris over in the corner, or at least against the ropes. That's where he did most of his scoring. Did this 3 or 4 times through the first round. Gained the advantage. First round definitely belonged to Bobby Harris.
Now let's move ahead to some action in the third round. Minute 15 to go in this one. Samson Puwa may have taken back whatever momentum he lost in round 2 from Harris, and Bobby just trying to do what he could do to win this thing. Stay on the outside, get in some scoring blows, and then get away. A lot of affection between these two young men. Love Puwa's sense of humor. Asked on his bio today what his hobby was, he said, quote, fighting with my sisters. Can you imagine?
You know what he said his best punch was?
No.
Anything that lands.
That's even better line.
But you know, Harris's goal, and we say there's a lot of good things down the road. You take a young guy like Bobby Harris, and he's come through some difficulties with the family, and as you indicated, has just done an awful lot with young people. His goal, to have a strong family and a good life. A very admirable goal.
And a very simple goal, too.
Simple.
Puwa hit him good. Right over our broadcast location here. Samson got Bobby strung over the ropes, landed a couple of combinations. This one's about over. And I think Samson Pua is going to be your super heavyweight champion, but I've seen stranger things. We'll see.
I do too.
Ladies and gentlemen, the decision in the final bout of the 1991 National Golden Gloves Tournament of Champions, super heavyweight, from Rocky Mountain in the red corner, Samson Pua.
Well, Bobby Harris Jr. didn't think so. He shook his head no a couple of times. But there wasn't much doubt down at this table at ringside. It was Samson Pua all the way, although Bobby came back and had a pretty decent second round. But that young man has a future in the heavyweight division as a professional super heavyweight as an amateur.
He sure does. And we mentioned that we've got a lot of good competitors at the lower weights, but we really need to continue to develop those upper weight classes, and in particular the heavyweight and the super heavyweight. We'll see Samson Pua down the road, Sam.